Good morning, Thurston. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Thurston.
For today's Eagle Report,
We recap all the sports coverage from last week.
we draw some attention on the Eagle Wellness.
All this and more on this edition of the Eagle Report.
Welcome to another episode of the Eagle Report. I'm James.
And I'm Faren. Here's today's news.
Seniors, prom tickets are still up for grabs. Tickets may be purchased online through GoFan. If you are unable to purchase them online, past sales will be available during lunch periods each Wednesday every day throughout the weeks. All sales are final. There will be no refunds available. Remember, you must pay all fines before purchasing tickets. Visit the front office to pay those fines.
It was a valiant effort, but the Urias found a way to win Friday's lip sync battle with the 59% of the vote. They take on Coachman in the championship round, where the theme will be Michael Jackson. Best of luck.
The second meeting of crew, Christians Ready, Equipped, and Willing, will take place during a seminar this Thursday in Mr. Rosebach. Come find out what the good news of the gospel actually is. This is a student-led conversation, a free space to discuss questions regarding faith. All are welcome regardless of personal belief.
There will be a saga meeting held on Wednesday during seminar. The group will be discussing leadership for next year and the planning of the end of the year party.
Student Council will be hosting a talent show next Wednesday at 6 p.m. in the auditorium. Tickets are $7 and can be purchased at lunch.
The THTV Spotlight continues with a feature on a person you see behind this desk. Today's feature is on Chloe Suggs.
Most of what the audience sees is Chloe as an anchor. Again, like a lot of our kids, she's tried to do some other things.
So I've done a couple things while I was in THTV. I've been the teleprompter, I've been on camera, I've been an anchor, the producer, switcher. So like, I kind of just like float around. I pick what I want to do each week.
Honestly, the piece that impressed me the most is when she stepped up and was our producer for a week, and because it's not an easy job. And she was like, I want to do this. Like she wanted to see the other side of a production and not just sit behind a desk. She wanted to challenge herself, and that impressed me a ton.
Just seeing like the behind the scenes and the mistakes. Like we make a lot of mistakes, but I like learning from it and being able to know like what we could fix, and just making my own videos, creating things and making things come to life with my videos.
Like DeMarco, Chloe wants to do some of the fun pieces, the pieces that are probably very entertaining to students. It's usually some type of trivia piece. One of my favorite pieces was the Clashing Views, where she takes two products and asks people for their opinions on them and which one's better. And I thought that was really creative, and I'm hoping we can get more of those before she graduates.
I got an email asking like if I would be interested, and I was interested. I like these type of things. I like recording and just doing things like that. So I was interested. I wanted to join, so I did.
I had Chloe for a semester last year, and I think all she did was the anchor stuff and kind of just was afraid to step up and take charge of things. And I think she has enough confidence in herself and her ability to do other things now, like being the producer, but also being our switcher and studio director, doing other things where it might not come naturally to her, but she's willing to learn how to do it.
I would say join, especially if you're like kind of a shy person. I would say join, be an anchor. This helps you become more comfortable with yourself and learn new things. So yeah, I would say join. It's really fun.
It's time for sports. We have a ton of sports action to cover, so let's get into it. Baseball hits the diamond at Robichaud this afternoon. Look for this doubleheader to start at 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. Good luck, Eagles.
Softball also has a doubleheader today against Robichaud. That match will also start up at 4 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Recently, the track and field squad defeated the Garden City Cougars in a home matchup. Lailah tracks down members of both the boys and the girls teams to get their impressions on how the meet went and how they can improve.
Last Thursday, Thurston had a track meet against Garden City. I got to talk to some of the runners about the races, where did they place, and what they would like to improve on in their future races.
When we played against Garden City on Thursday, I ran the open 2, the 4x2, and I did long jump.
On Thursday, I ran the 100, the 200, the 4x2, and the open 400.
I ran the 4x8 and we came in first place. And I ran the 800 and I did 300 hurdles, 100 hurdles, and the 4x4.
Second place overall, I threw a 36, and shot put and disc, I threw 97.
And the 4x2 went really well. We came first.
I got first.
All of them?
In all my races, yes.
That's one way to start a track meet season. Let's hear from the players and see what they would like to improve on and how did they feel about the meet overall.
I feel like I can really improve my endurance. I need to also get stronger because right now I'm weak.
Yeah, opening my stride when I'm running and my arms, and maybe finishing the 300 hurdles.
Eventually, I want to throw farther. I still need to improve on my spin.
I think the team did good overall, the girls especially. The boys, they did good too. I think the girls are going to win conference this year because right now we got it in the bag.
Track and field continues their season tomorrow afternoon with a home meet against Annapolis. This is also senior night, so come out and support the seniors. Matchup starts at 3:30.
Soccer also looks to get back in the win column against Annapolis this evening. That matchup will start up at 5.
The girls' tennis team returns to action this afternoon in a home matchup against the Robichaud Bulldogs. That matchup will begin at 4.
Golf is also on course today against Annapolis. That matchup will begin at 3 p.m. Good luck.
Finally, the very first girls' flag football season kicked off last Friday with a 13-0 win over Detroit Communication, Media, and Art.
And in the second matchup of the night, the girls won 20-0 over Detroit Merchant Song. The girls will be back at it next Friday against Redford Union. Now back to you, Faren.
Did you know there's an Eagle Wellness Club? The club is used to raise awareness and support Thurston students. To see what else the club can do for you, we check in with Amaya with the report.
Did you know that Thurston has its very own hidden gem of a club? It's called the Eagle Wellness Committee. We went around asking students if they knew anything about it.
The what?
No, what is that?
Excuse me?
No, I have no clue what that is.
So, nobody has a clue? Here's Kyra to explain exactly what it is.
The Eagle Wellness Committee is a club centered around the focus of helping students lift up their mental health and others around them, and just making sure that everybody has a safe space to communicate with each other about whatever they're feeling, whatever they're thinking, and just making sure that everybody has a healthy mindset.
We also heard from Amaya to learn what her favorite part of the club was.
I joined the Eagle Wellness Center last year, so my junior year of high school. My favorite part is coming up with new ideas and ways to spread mental health around Thurston.
Now, let's hear from the advisors to shed light on their experience running the committee.
It is an open and safe space where conversations can be had. A lot of the students are welcoming, and it's just a judgment-free zone. Last year, me and Mr. Farr, one of our old counselors, came together and noticed that there were a lot of students talking to us and wanted to create a space for students to come together so that they're feeling comfortable talking to each other about how they're feeling, how things are going, and creating the space of just a welcoming, open space for kids to come together and talk about just how they're doing, how things are going, so that they know they're not alone.
Well, first of all, the Eagle Wellness is for everybody. It's open to everyone to join, and it's a really relaxing, chill place to just have good vibes and to deal with mental health stuff, but not even just mental health, just how to deal with stress and how to just deal with anger and anything. And it's just a really supportive group.
Does this sound like the perfect place for you? Find Miss Janet or Miss Franklin for more information on how to join.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Birthday time. We'd like to wish a happy belated birthday to Tyson Skinner.
And a happy birthday to Lauren Meeky.
That's it for today's Eagle Report.
Have a great week, Thurston. And don't forget to soar.